Hello, Mark and Al. Matt Worldly here, and we are in the laboratory. This is Alien Wizard Science. This is an art form that I invented using projection lenses from old TVs to magnify glass texture on the wall. And from there, it's pretty much spiraled out of control into this crazy light experiment. What you're looking at right now is this vase that I scored from Goodwill. And that's what happens when you shine a regular single beam LED light through it. It's magical. The links that I sent you, those are pretty labor intensive. You'll see that I created these really elaborate sets. And I did that to see how far I could push myself with the knowledge of this process. But in a nutshell, this is the baseline of the process. It's shining light through a transparent object that has either some sort of light colorization to it, or texture, a really unique texture, and then seeing how the light dances through the glass texture, because it has to follow all of the texture that it's shining through. It has to sort of dance through it, or flow through it like water. So these magnifying lenses, this is how I project pretty much anything I want onto a wall. But I can magnify the texture of this vase, this bowl, with these lenses, and I can adjust the focal point just like that. But what I really enjoy doing with this art form is shining lasers through the objects, especially because you can see the similarities between how the light shines through it, just the regular LED light, and how the laser shines through it. The laser actually picks up on more details, and it's like absolutely exceptional. I mean, if you were here in person seeing this right now, it'd blow your mind. So that's one example, and the purpose of this art is not for it to be just cool and trippy and psychedelic. This art was inspired by an accumulation of really profound experiences that have ultimately created this art form, and my beliefs in reality and how it's like a holographic projection and how we're just light particles. And if you look at this glass skull that I scored, see this glass skull? It's pretty dope. Well, check this out. When I put the glass skull in front of this laser, the laser actually shines through the 3 dimensions of the skull, picks up the information of those 3 dimensions, and then projects it on a 2-dimensional plane with tons of 3-dimensional qualities. So it looks like a portal that you could just walk through. And not only that, but this laser is shining through a skull. And it just so happens that the light refraction appears to be the fabric of a brain, the synapses in a brain, the way the electrical currency, the way our thoughts flow through our brains and fire and wire. And it also looks like the fabric of space-time. So that's what makes this art really incredible. And I think when people see it, actually I know when people see it, it speaks directly to their mind. It's a direct link to the soul, in a sense, or the mothership. So that is Alien Wizard Science in the nutshell. Check out the videos, and you'll get a much better idea of how I layer a bunch of different light refractions to create works of art. So thanks for this opportunity. Have an excellent night. Peace and love.